Well, good afternoon, and welcome everyone to the Alaska Airlines Center here at the University of Alaska Anchorage. My name's Greg Meifert, Director of Athletics here at UAA, and I have the very special privilege this afternoon of providing some very exciting news. Exciting news for our university, for our athletic department and basketball program, as well as our partners in ESPN and the U.S. Armed Forces Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson, or JBER, as most of us know, and respectfully refer to the base. Before going any further, I do want to introduce a couple of important guests here today. First, our leader here at UAA, Chancellor Kathy Sandeen, as well as Vice Chancellors Beverly Shuford and Megan Olson, I believe is here, or maybe Megan didn't make it yet. Specific to our guests joining me up here, first, Mr. Scott Pomeroy. Scott is the ESPN's Senior Director of Events, which I've learned includes football bowl season and this little thing called March Madness. And from JBER, Air Force Colonel John T. Caranta III, made sure I got that right, Colonel, who is the commander of the 673rd Mission Support Group, 673rd Air Base Wing. As I reviewed the credentials of the Colonel and how to best reflect his remarkable service record and accomplishments, I decided that my attempt would be woefully inadequate. So just allow me to simply say that we're honored you're here, Colonel, and thank you for your service. Unfortunately, Base Commander Colonel Patricia Chank could not be here today, but we're grateful for the collaboration with JBER and the ESPN teams in bringing us here. Both Scott and Colonel Caranta are also joined by several members of their respective ESPN and JBER teams today. On behalf of UAA, welcome to all of you. Well, many of you have likely heard of ESPN's Armed Forces Classic, a marquee college basketball matchup played each year at a different site hosted by a different branch of our U.S. Armed Forces, and regarded by many as the official tip-off of the NCAA college basketball season, played on Veterans Day weekend and the first full season of regular season action across the country. The annual Armed Forces Classic features two name-brand athletic programs, is nationally televised by ESPN, and is most often played on one of our nation's more prominent and active military bases, such as JBER. I'll let Scott go into more depth here in a few minutes on many other aspects of the game and actually how it extends well beyond the game, to include the participating teams, the base personnel and their families, the community where the base resides, and the benefits to all parties as a result. Last year, during the Armed Forces Classic, played at Fort Bliss in El Paso, Texas, ESPN announced that the 2019 game would be coming to Anchorage, Alaska, in conjunction with JBER, and would feature the University of Washington Huskies and the Baylor University Bears. What was not revealed at that time, however, is what we are here to announce today. And that is that ESPN, JBER, and the University of Alaska Anchorage Seawolves are pleased to announce that the 2019 Armed Forces Classic will be played Friday, November 8th, right here, where we currently sit in the world-class Alaska Airlines Center on the campus of the University of Alaska Anchorage. In addition, not only will this year's event host the marquee Division I matchup of Washington versus Baylor, but in a very special edition, I'm thrilled to announce that our own UAA men's basketball team will be honored to host the United States Coast Guard Academy in an additional game, creating an Armed Forces Classic doubleheader. I can see from head coach Rusty Osborne's smile that he shares in my excitement that our Seawolves will be able to participate here at the Alaska Airlines Center, their home, in such a prestigious event. Needless to say, we're thrilled to join with and bring our friends from ESPN and JBER onto campus for this event, thrilled that the Anchorage community will be able to participate, and that our state of Alaska will be featured in such a prominent, positive way nationwide. At this point, I'd like to ask Chancellor Sandine to offer a few words in her perspective on UAA having the opportunity to host this event. And then following the Chancellor, Scott Pomeroy will come up and speak more specifically about ESPN's commitment to the Armed Forces Classic and how this partnership came together with Bear and UAA over the last several months. Chancellor Sandine.
Again, my name is Kathy Sandine, and I believe I have the best job in the world, and that is being the Chancellor of the University of Alaska Anchorage. Not only are we a world-class urban metropolitan university that's open access and connected to our community, but we really do have world-class facilities here on this campus. And one of the hallmarks of our great facilities, we're standing here right now, that's the Alaska Airlines Center. In addition, we are very proud of our partnerships with both active military and our veterans populations. People outside of Alaska may not realize that Alaska has the highest percentage population of veterans of any state in the United States, and we're really proud of that. And I think that this event that we're going to be hosting here on November 8th is an example of our commitment and a great opportunity for us to honor important people who have done so much for us. So again, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to University of Alaska Anchorage, and I look forward to welcoming you all again on November 8th. Thank you.
So first of all, I think the theme of my notes tonight are going to be heavy on thanks. This event has kind of been in the works for quite a while. This is the 8th year of the Armed Forces Classic. We've had Alaska on our radar for a number of years, trying to figure out when and where to come, and so we're happy that it's finally come to fruition. My boss, Clint Overby, was unable to make it here tonight, but he and I came out last August to meet with the base, do an early site visit, understand what the opportunities were for the event. And mostly that trip was focused on what we can do at the base. The main goal of what we're trying to do with this event is to interact 20-year-old basketball players with 20-year-old service members who are doing things that the student athletes are not doing, right? Keeping us safe. We've been all over the world with this event, so we've seen some unique things, and I think Bear and Anchorage, Alaska in general, provide plenty of opportunities for us to see more of that and do things that we can't do at other military installations. So we're excited about that. Part of that trip, Clint and I helped ourselves into the building. It was open, but we just walked around. We had a couple hours to kill and thought, let's go check it out. We've heard good things. We did not know anybody with the university at the time to call ahead, so we walked around, and I think pretty much simultaneously he and I thought we really ought to be considering this as a venue. We typically build on base, and we've had fantastic events on bases. We've never been this close to a facility like this. We thought it would present the best opportunity not only for the service members who would come to the game, but also to engage with the community. We learned early on that it is a community here between the base, between the city, between the university, and we're happy to be a part of that. So, as I mentioned earlier, we've been all over the world. Germany twice, Japan, Korea, Puerto Rico, Hawaii. We were in El Paso last year. We've had a great time everywhere. We've been able to get the teams out to those locations for a couple of days in advance of the game, interacting with not only the service members and their daily jobs, but getting them on C-130s, putting them on tanks, walking through Ospreys, any number of things that these bases are unique. And so certainly we spent the day touring the base to understand what those opportunities are in greater detail. with those folks, to have that interaction. It's very important to us. It's very important to ESPN and what we're trying to convey through the broadcast.